Tommy and the Cat Auction. I'm Melton, son of Carpenter Murray. Dad carpenter. Worked on skyscrapers, Mom Marianne. I am the son of a carpenter Murray. I get to make parables. And this is my Tommy parable series about Tommy, the no-armed Chinese fella. How did he get to be missing both arms? He was brown-nosing, being blindly obedient. They love that in the Oriental streets, the Chinese unseen business. He was told by his boss, Wu, as part of a test of loyalty, "Come here, Tommy, I want you to stick this right arm, your right arm, in the wood chipper." And Tommy slowly fed that right arm in. The left arm saw what was going on and realized Tommy had broken the agreement they had with the body. Tommy. They tote stuff, they zip up, they button up, they do the nasty stuff. They wipe butts, they pick noses. And Tommy was a professional nose picker before he lost both his arms. Now he just has to depend upon the kindness of strangers. And I bet you can guess, strangers aren't always very kind. If you don't, next time you're in a public restroom stall, ask the guy next to you, "Could you wipe my butt for me?" The guy or the girl in the next stall over, ask them. You'll find strangers are not very kind. The same is true with picking noses. The Tommy was a professional nose picker. He should have thought of that before he stuck that right arm in the wood chipper and broke that agreement the arms had with the body. A lefty wisely jumped off. This is a Tommy parable. It's a son of a carpenter Murray parable about Tommy. If you see anything bad happening to anyone who is the right arm to you being the left arm, don't let it happen to you. Jump off. Tommy, whoever got promoted, he's bossing a whole lot of folks around, but this particular parable doesn't occur at work. He won his girlfriend's heart at the snake pit. He's always been scaly. He always talks with a horse lips. He likes to stick his tongue out a lot. Like I said, he's Chinese. And since he ended up missing both arms, he does a very mean snake dance. He snaked his way in between Rhea and whoever she was dancing with, and he's been there ever since. But as you can guess, there's a lot of animosity between Lefty. Oh, he's getting around quite well. He goes to Vegas. He's very good at the one-armed bandit. He's got a nice hand modeling career going on. And yeah, he'll have to go to a massage therapist every once in a while because, yeah, the body's got the heart. But there's a lot of animosity, and this parable starts with Tommy cussing out in the yard, and Rhea knows exactly what it is. It happens every, if not every day, then every day off Tommy has, because he loves the Three Stooges. There's always a marathon on somewhere, but he does like those cartoons as well in the paper. And the paper boy, it does a very good job of tossing that paper right on the front, the doorstep. But Lefty, yes, animosity, crawls over, grabs that paper, and tosses it into the thorn bushes there. And Tommy, it's kind of hard for him to reach in and, grab that without any arms, so he has to kind of reach in with his mouth and grab the newspaper. If he had been able to feed his dog, he'd still have it, and the dog could go get the paper for him, but no. The dog died. It was before he met Rhea, and she couldn't feed the dog for him. Smelled up the porch for a little while, died underneath the porch. Then the smell went away. Good news is it's still got the doggy door, and Tommy has a hard time getting the keys out of his pocket and turning the knob and turning the key. So he just crawls right through that doggy door with that newspaper in hand, plops it down on the kitchen table, and as Rhea's making some breakfast, he thumbs through it, or noses through it. And the thing is, he's laughing and guffawing and at the funnies. And a gust of wind comes through the window, turns the page away from the funnies. And he looks back to see the next cartoon, and he doesn't see it. All he sees is this nice ad, and he says, Rhea, we gotta go to the cat auction. Rhea says, cat auction? There's no such thing as a cat auction. Tommy must be reading it wrong. And Tommy, points it out with his nose, the cat auction right there. As you know, the Orientals love cats and dogs. No, not as pets. As dinner, even breakfast. Rhea's, whipping up some cat sausage. And the thing is, you can't buy that stuff at the grocery store, ground cat or cat chops. So you have to go out and catch it yourself or find it yourself. Maybe if you find a nice Oriental grocery store somewhere. No, he can't find it at the grocery store. And he says, we got to go to the cat auction. She's kind of curious as to what it is, so they go. It's both their days off. 2:30, they go to the cat auction. And to Rhea's surprise, they're actually auctioning off cats. There are a lot of grandmothers there. Grannies, little old ladies, just got their cats. And they're bidding on the cats, and some librarians. Tommy goes to, look over the product before they have the auction, and he's telling Rhea, there's this really fat Persian. Rhea, we could eat for a month off that Persian cat there. We got to get it. And Tommy's got a little extra spending cash. The promotion. He's bossing a whole lot of folks around. And he's got a little raise. And if he wants to get himself a little extra cat, you can't buy it at the grocery store. He can get it at the auction there. Thing is, as he's telling Rhea about that big fat Persian, a granny. Granny Sarah is listening in, and she can't let that happen. She knows they're gonna eat the cat. That's mean. Oh, so's putting chemicals in the air. That's what the vet is doing next door. And I've been here a year, and every once in a while you have this foul odor, and I associate it. I don't know anything about it. I know it's coming from that direction. Just them and that gas station that's that close by. And that foul odor has never had an ill effect. It's just been a foul odor. Since it wasn't here a year ago or even 6 months ago, I assumed it was just to get me to close the window. If you know my Chinese asshole class, just to get me to close the window for whatever bizarre reason. Because they got, who knows, chemical power going on here. They want the window closed. Fresh air. Apparently I need a lot of blood sugar to grow a new body. I need a lot of fresh air too, who knows. But just yesterday it had that seriously rough chemical in it that reminded me of my demon sister Laurie, who also had a whole lot of mean chemicals depending on what kind of world we had, like Chinese ones, Russian ones, Middle Eastern ones in and out of the shoes. As you know, this is the street fiction. Israeli ones, of course. And has the initials LAB. Even now that it's married, has the initials LAB. The streets have a sense of humor. But the smell that now has a ill effect along with it, and today's ill effect was not as harsh as yesterday. I'd say about a tenth, but still in effect, a tenth of what it was yesterday. It reminded me so much of the Demon Sister that I must include now Flight 93 checking post and 5 in front of the Eagle Rock veterinary clinic, emergency pet clinic. Oh, the only one I got, so it seems like there's about 5 of them there. And I just picked out Pulowski, a female there. Ask them, what is your very active part? All the vets there. You can Google like I did, go on the website, get their names. Ask them, what do you know about this? When else will my phone not be allowed to work because of what you're actively taking part in? You're pumping chemicals in the air that is hazardous to human beings. What is your part in this? What do you know about this? And I found it hard to believe that, I think you would too, with the amount of stuff I've got on the internet, the amount of stuff I got out there going on DVDs that they would not know about, the one and only. So this is a way, we don't know what we're not doing anything different. We're not conducting chem and bio. This is a way to cut through it on what is the stage, guys. What do you know about this man next door? You got so much stuff on the internet asking for Flight 93 checks. He hasn't gotten one in 9 years of asking. What's your very active part in that? Dr. Elizabeth Pulowski and the other ones. What do you know about this? When else in my family's life I'll not be allowed to work because what you're actively part in? Get their reactions posed. If they don't know what, just like I said with the cops, and because the cops can't control stuff like the Mormons running wild with chemicals. That's a harbinger of the apocalypse, I believe. I urge them to go in, all good cops, all good military across the country, across the world, go into Utah and clean out the chem and bio labs. Whatever you want to call it, it's our fiction. I always tell you when it ends, guys, because no matter how outlandish it might seem to you, what I might talk about, yeah, pick up that phone. You got the timestamp on your phone, you got the number dialed. When you don't show up on my caller ID, my call log, my call record, you're making a video of crime. You got to check, see if it shows up on your own. Do that. Make that video, whatever you get when you don't get me. Not one Flight 93 checking 9 years of asking. Vote-truth.blogspot.com is one place you can find those big fives. All soldiers, you protect America from the threat from within, gassing me, and hijacking America's lifelines. I'm just the tip of that iceberg, guys. See the phone on the military base there is every child in America's lifeline to the firemen, police, paramedics. Make a video of being hijacked. Post it. YouTube, MySpace, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, 100 more. If you can't post it there, make a video of that and post it to an American website. We the people must be the reporters. That's how they placed someone named Hussein in the highest office in the land right after we got attacked by a whole lot of angry, violent, deadly Hussein. I don't know if you know that, but notice that, but yeah, a lot of those folks over in the Mideast, they like to play around with chemicals too. Remember Saddam Hussein gassing his own people? Protect America from the threat from within, guys. That's easy to protect from. Make that video. We the people must be the reporters. Call me up from network news anchors, local news anchors, any and all in the public eye. Get everyone in a public position. Mayors, governors, senators, network news anchors, unknown reporters. Get them on video. What do you know about this? Why isn't my phone working when I try to call Melton? When else will my phone not be allowed to work? Tell them what I tell you. See that phone you're making a video of every child in America's lifeline? To the firemen, police, paramedics, make a video of being hijacked. All firemen, all policemen, make that video. Whatever you get when you don't get me from the police station all across America, from the fire station all across America. You can't reach me right now. That's one thing that's across the country. you have in common. America's lifelines. You have no idea how many in your neighborhood can't reach you or can't reach you in a timely fashion because of those who are arrogant enough as to place someone into Hussein, the highest office in the world right after 9/11. After we got attacked by a whole lot of angry, violent, deadly Husseins. Now have the buffoon Trump in there. So make that video, post that video, and yeah, guys, come see me in person. We'll travel. Show me the perfect place to build Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. Best people to start building with. And yeah, to get, in your neck of the woods, the stuff doesn't occur. It doesn't have to be an official thing with the law enforcement, city, state, county of your state, but if they have a talk with someone, if they want to clean something up without it being on the books, they can. That's what the streets, the unseen business. If you want to get right down to it, it's you not reaching me by phone, that not being news, guys. That affects us all. Call up every cop in California. Put their numbers on the backs of files. Put their their non-emergency numbers on those flaps as well. Tell them, make a video of your speakerphone as you ask Officer so-and-so. Get his name. What do you know about this? The man's been asking for a Flight 93 check for 9 years in your state. What do you know about that? When else will my phone not be allowed to work in my state because of what you're actively taking part in your state? Get Officer so-and-so's reaction and pose. Now I think what the gassing from that place next door right there, and a man in a gray SUV running out and being comical as he couldn't get the door open, and then was obviously agitated yesterday, with the harsher chemicals in the air, and brought out something wrapped in a bag that looked kind of like a bagpipe or something. It was a plastic garbage bag, but he brought it out, took it there, and I think he laid rubber going out the door. Going out to the street. Make that video. Whatever you get when you don't get me, call up California's corrupt law enforcement. Ask him, what do you know about John Milton Brady Melton not getting one Flight 93 check in 9 years in your state? What's your part in that? Because if they don't know what a Flight 93 check is, you tell them to go to ChristComplexLinks.blogspot.com. You're going to see YouTubes for 9 years worth of YouTubes, plus 9 years. With Flight 93 check, call right now. Not one in 9 years. They can get those phone records. If they don't, they're giving you, they don't know what it is. Yeah, that's them actively participating in America's hijacked lifelines. They need to be removed. Maybe we could assign, there's about 50 counties out here. Almost said parishes, I'm from Louisiana. Maybe we could assign decent cops from another state that can have a word with vets or Spectrum next door. Every once in a while, it'll get, the harassment techniques would go a little hog wild and then they'll calm down. But do that. Solve that problem. They don't want to do it the straight way. What you know is the unseen business way in your neck of the woods or the worldwide kind of streets. You call them up left and right. Put your churches to work doing that. That's their family's lifeline being hijacked as you try to call me as well. What do you know about this? Officer so-and-so, James, I think it's county. I've forgotten the other ones already. It's been a while. Things have calmed down. James, Charlie, I believe, is one, and Warren is the state. Ask him, what do you know about this? When else will my family's lifeline not be allowed to work because of what you're taking part in? If they pass the buck to the feds, get names. We need to get those feds out of there. Come see me, guys. You're not afraid of those with badges on their chests they shouldn't wear. Guns on their hips they sure the hell shouldn't be wearing. And yeah, I think I've done pretty well as far as the ranty portion of this. With the gassing, I think I was supposed to be a lot more off the wall and cussing and all that. But yeah, if you're doing this, you can chop out that part. Let me get back to Tami real quick. It's up to 20 minutes. Tommy is bidding with Rhea there, trying to get that big Persian cat. And the little old lady is she, as far as she can go, she keeps up with him, and Tommy outbids her, and she says to everyone else, a whole bunch of other grannies, they're planning to eat the cat. They're planning to eat that big person. That's why you want the fat one. Help me outbid, or maybe we can just, the little old ladies get those, purses, and some have umbrellas, and Rhea and Tommy go running from this place, the auction, the cat auction. You guys come see me. That's the end of the parable. It's too long already. Put your family in good hands. Be a part of building Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. Because as far as you know of the streets, guys, folks don't just grow a new pair of eyes. Either I'm Jesus Christ or this military streets working with stuff you're not going to find on the shelves at your local hospital. And yes, not being able to get any doctors, LAC Keck Medical, or of course the Adventist cult folks, to comment on what everyone, even a child, can witness is going on. So be on the side of those driving the tanks, the jeeps, the jets. Be on the side of children and truth. I'm looking for my flashlight. I had it just a while ago. Call up California's corrupt law enforcement. Call up every federal office you know. And, here you are. Ask them what you know about this. When else is America's lifelines going to be hijacked because of what you're not doing your job about? Something I can document with my phone, making a video of another phone not working as you try to call the one on the mountain there. Get the reaction and post, because as I say often on the streets kind of stuff, you don't have to worry about making the evening news, guys. It's from a man in the shadows with a light of truth in his eyes. You don't have to worry about making it to the evening news, unless, of course, it's supposed to be there. And in which case, you damn sure better be making those videos, and you damn sure better be making those calls to California's corrupt law enforcement, as well as any federal offices. Homeland Security, the first thing I noticed, they had an office down the street somewhere. When I was checking out the Google, found out I was moving here to the Immaculate Apartment. It's the best place I've ever lived in. The gassing from next door, it speaks to what I call the Great Wall of Evil. It has just me and all of that imagery. You're going to find at daffodilly.blogspot.com and the others. They're worried as hell. Make them worried even more. And as I say every once in a while, Chinese asshole streets like Tami, built on encapsulation, built on living in caves, not knowing what's going on with the cave right next door. And that's why they're slow moving. It's why it's a year plus since I've been here, and now the harsh chemicals have shown up from the vet next door. So, Immaculate Mansion, where we will build Jesus' Immaculate House to put any mansions to shame. Cities, communities, really put the best mankind has to offer in those homes, guys. Inspire the future and the present to greatness with what you put in Jesus' Immaculate House. Come see me in person. Have Whitwood travel. Show me a dozen immaculate mansions so that those slow-moving Chinese streets are freaking right now. When they show up there, with some old bad smells or slow-moving internet or this or that. We just move on to the next one. And be on the side of those driving the tanks, the jeeps, the jets. You know what my attention getting stuff's all about. Check and post in 5 right now. 424-229-4140. Check and post in 5 in front of those who are senators, mayors, governors, our network news anchors, reporters. Get them all. This is obvious stuff. I got the timestamp for the phone. I got the number tied. what's your part in this? Why aren't you covering it? And yeah, come tear down the Great Wall of Evil has just me alone in my imagery. And let's get started building those 1,000 points of light to inspire the future and the present to greatness with. In person, that's the way to get things done.